how do we drive policy to change healthcare in a way that could be good for people? I mean, I think like nobody's trying to do the wrong thing,
right?
But like, how intertwined are politicians in big healthcare? Like, actually,
some of them are real intertwined in it, right? So, like, I mean, some of them were. I mean, I think one of the senators from Florida ran a like a large hospital. He's like a hospital CEO.
Yeah.
But even the ones that weren't like directly working in it, some are doctors, some are medical doctors, and some were back then. But a lot of them, the intertwining is more on the like pure political side of it, right? So like, and I think maybe that's what you're getting at. It's like, yeah, a bunch of them are, they'll go on to serve on boards of, healthcare companies or pharmaceuticals or so. A real bad one is this kind of weird pipeline between the FDA and the pharmaceutical companies, right? So like you'll have heads of the FDA that when they're done being the FDA administrator, right, they go and they sit on the board at GSK or they sit on the board of some pharmaceutical company, and they're not doing science, right on the board. They're not in the lab with a lab coat inventing new cures or whatever, right? What they're doing is they got the Rolodex out like any board member. That's what you do, right? They're there for the Rolodex of, okay, if we want to get our new wonder drug, our weight loss injection or patch or whatever it is that we're going to come out with through trials, who do we got to talk to? What do we got to do? So there's a lot of that. And a lot of on the politician side, obviously it's not quite as linked that way, but it's behind the scenes. It's lobbying dollars. And then, one thing that I'll get up on a little soapbox here, but nobody talks about is that they're all invested in these companies. I mean, they are. And I was there when they finally, after decades, banned insider trading by members of Congress. So right up until the financial crisis, it was entirely legal for members of Congress to do what if you and I did it, we would go to jail for, insider trading, right? So if they knew that a regulation was going to come out that was going to hurt, a pharmaceutical company or a healthcare company that they were invested in, they could sell the stock early and short it, right? And then make on that, right, get out before they lost money, or vice versa. They go buy a bunch of it cheaper before the price went up. And so until but 2008 or 2009, I think, that was legal. That was entirely, they had exempted themselves from insider trading laws. And so they're all, if you look at the politicians that are on these healthcare committees, the health and welfare, labor and pensions, things like that, right? And if you look at their financial disclosures, which they publish, their stocks are all in whatever their committee regulates.